got like an hour and a half left on this trip, so I figured I would hop on here and talk to y'all for a little bit. Last time I was on here late at night, everybody hopped on here with me. We had like 100 people on here at 3 a.m. I guess that was last week. But yeah, I had a last minute call from my mama. Had to, she asked me today if I could, well, yesterday, I guess it was yesterday now. What's up, iPro? But she asked me if I could come pick her up from the beach. She's got a condo down there, to take her to her doctor's appointment today. And without hesitation, what's up, Scarface? Without hesitation, I've said, of course, Mom. And she said, well, aren't you busy at work? I can make other arrangements. I'm always busy, but I've always told my mama, you know, if you need me, call me 24/7 and I got you. So work can wait for a day. My customers will understand. And we're headed down there now. Her friend that went with her had a family emergency, so she had to leave. And my mom is having, she's got macular degeneration, I think is what it's called, where she's losing her vision day by day, like over the past year, to where all she sees now is shadows. And it's just getting worse. So she's got to go to her doctor in Mobile, which she's currently at her beach condo down in Perdido in Florida. So it's about 4 hours from me, but I had my son's baseball game today or tonight. It didn't end until 9 o'clock. So as soon as I got done with that game, I hopped on the road and so I got Mom. So she said I could have just came in the morning because the appointment's not till after lunch. But y'all know me, I prefer to drive at night anyway. And I'm all about nighttime driving, man. No traffic, no dealing with the bull crap. And plus I can sit here and talk on my phone and not have to worry about a ton of people out here. But so yeah, we are making that drive now. I'm not tired or anything. I've just figure I get on here. It's a good time while I'm not working, and I can talk to y'all for a minute, man. You know, I'm gonna start putting a little bit more effort back into my social media. You know, for y'all that are my OGs that have been around for the past 6 years, you know, y'all are kind of invested, man. You've seen me at my worst. You see me going through the struggles, and right now I'm at my best. So, I mean, y'all kind of deserve to get updates, I think. You might not care, but some of y'all do. And some of y'all were here for the drama, and you stuck around to see how things turned out. Because the majority of the time when people are down as low as I was, going through the shit that I was, they don't come back up off of that. So I'm proud of myself for coming back off of that and building myself back up to where I am now. And so yeah, I'm proud of myself for that. Scarfaces, hope everything goes well for you. Me too, man. I hate seeing her like this. You know, I can tell it depresses her a lot. And she doesn't like me talking about her online. She's a very private person, and I'm not getting into specifics about my mom's, you know, particular situation. But, you know, it was over over 2 years that we didn't talk at all. You know, she didn't approve of the way I was living my life a couple years ago. And the woman I was with then, she didn't like our situation. And pretty much cut me off. Said, you know, I don't want anything to do with what y'all got going on. It's not going to work out well for you. And as mamas usually are, she was correct. And it wrecked my whole life. And then once I got back on the right track, hell, I waited a year after I started to correct my life and started doing the right things again. And after I'd met Ashley, and you know, she was helping me get my life back on pace. And that's when my best friend said, man, maybe you should reach out to your mom. And I said, you know, I haven't talked to her in 2 years. and she just basically just disowned me. He's like, just reach out to her. You know, she'd like to hear from you. Just let her know you're doing well, and you've been thinking about her and you love her. I said, all right. So that's what I did. And my mom, she didn't answer, but I left her a voicemail. And it was several days later, and she texted me and said, I appreciate your voicemail, and I appreciate you reaching out to me. I'm glad you're doing well. And then a couple days later, it turned into where we talked back and forth over text and then a phone call. And I asked if I could see her, you know, and she said, not quite yet. You know, she didn't want to she was hurt bad that her son was just going down the wrong path. It hurt her bad. That's her son, me. And so she didn't want to get back invested again with her heart and be hurt again. So I was patient, and, you know, a month later, she finally wanted to meet up with me, and I brought, you know, Ashley over to meet her, and I warned Ashley ahead of time, like, you know, my mom, with my ex-wives, it's been 0-2 with my mom. You know, they took advantage and, you know, burned my mom pretty bad. But she met Ashley and immediately loved her. And to this day, I think if we ever fell out again, or if me and Ashley got divorced, I think my mom would choose Ashley over me. Like, she loves Ashley. Ashley is such a good person for me. You know, she's helped fix my life like I can't explain, you know. And it made me think, is there something wrong with her? For her to take on somebody like me, with the baggage I have, with the history I have. You know, I got 3 kids. I had bad credit. Didn't have much money. Didn't even have a house. I was working in Texas, so I was just hopping around wherever I could. And, you know, that's taken on a lot for a woman that's successful in the medical field, 14 years younger than me, beautiful, can get any man she wants. And to take that on made me wonder what the hell's wrong with her. You know, that's a lot to take on. If I was in the opposite situation, would I? Nope. I would not. I would not have picked up a woman 14 years older than me, mediocre looking. Like, I'm no specimen. Like, I know I'm not just bald face ugly. I'm a decent looking guy when I clean up, but I'm no prize. And you know, it just worked out well. And she took that on and fell in love with me. I fell in love with her. And we've had our ups and downs through our relationship, but overall we're very happy. And she's a great mom, excellent mom to my kids. And I couldn't ask for any better, honestly. It's best case scenario for me. And but yeah, it's so yeah, life is good, man. It really is. You know, business is fucking fantastic. I'm super stressed out because there's not enough hours in the day. I've overbooked myself. I've got too many projects in the shop at the moment, not just booked for later. Alfredo Roman, yo, put me on something. Put you on what, man? What you need? What you need, Alfredo? But yeah, my problem is not getting business. Hell, I've tripled my labor rates. It's full retail for everything I do. I'm twice as expensive as the next best shop within 100 miles, and I'm fully booked out for the rest of the year. And with deposits paid and customers patiently waiting their turn. And my problem, I can't find. I've got 3 part-time guys right now. 4. I got 4 part-time guys. And I'm having to train all of them. And so now I've turned my job into a full-time job of training them to do the things I need them to do, which is taking away from me doing the things I need to do. You know, I would absolutely kill to have somebody that could do all the work away from my computer. You know, Alfredo said, bless a brother, really out here, ready to do God's work. You want me to pray for you, man? I don't understand what you're saying, Alfredo. Man, everybody asking for that, man. You know, you make your own way in this world, man. Am I a religious man? Yes, I believe in God, and I'm a Christian. But I believe you make your own way. There's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as you were blessed with this and that, or, you know, I don't think when you land a good job or make some good money, or your life, some miracle saved your life or your kid's life. I don't believe that is God's work. And I hate to say that, but I believe that's just the way it was meant to happen. It wasn't your time to go. And to be successful in life, especially in the United States of America, man, you could make as much money as you want to here. You know, there's Jeff Bezos started out of his fucking garage selling books. Look at him, man. I mean, it's, you know, I know plenty of people that are friends of mine, successful, that built their way out of the gutters. Let's see, Talu Kadar Shafet Yapper. Well, thanks for tuning in, Talu Kadar. Whatever fuckstan country you're from, I don't know, man. But yeah, United States, back-to-back world champs, baby. But yeah, I just made a post on Facebook just a few minutes ago. I saw where somebody shared a picture of a guy sleeping in his front window of an abandoned store, where you could see him through the glass like a fucking puppy, and he's sitting there sleeping, and in the middle of the day. And I'm sitting here, I'm reading through the comments. Oh my God, poor guy. You know, somebody give him a blanket, somebody give him food, this and that. Man, fuck all that pity stuff, man. He was an able-bodied, probably guy in his mid-20s, maybe early 30s. Go get some fucking work, man. You know, go find some work. You know, I went through a homeless stage for one day. You know, in my early 20s, I burned every bridge I had. Family, friends, had nobody. Spent one night sleeping on a bench. And I said, fuck that. My stomach was aching. I was cold. I had one pair of clothes on, jeans, worn out tennis shoes, and a t-shirt, and not a fucking dollar in my pocket. And I was like, well, next day, maybe I can go to a church and get some food or ask for that. I said, fuck that. So I got up. Actually, I didn't even sleep. It was just too cold. So the next morning, Home Depot was like 3 miles away.